Hari Om Bhurabhuva Suvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Banadira Ashram. It is now just about sunset and this is what we call Sandhya, the Sandhya time, when the day starts to turn into night, and this is the best time for meditation. This is where people start getting back to their home, lighting a little candle in front of the altar and settling the mind ready for meditation. Now, Gurudev, Baba Hariharananda explained that meditation is a solitary process of going deeper and deeper into the secrets of the soul that is found through this practice. However, there is also group meditation, which is even more important, and Baba is very insistent on this. And he explains that if you are only meditating in your home, the home is associated with many distractions. So automatically your mind is making associations with different memories that are spread all over your home. Oh, you're looking at the cat, maybe he needs to have some milk. You're looking at the newspaper on the table. There are many different sources of distraction in this way. And also the phone may be ringing, someone may be knocking on the door, endless things like that. If, however, you go to a place that's dedicated for group meditation once a week or twice a week, then your mind has left all these associations in the home and is coming to a place that's only for this purpose. So this is one of the reasons why all the masters always insist that you should dedicate some time to group meditation. The other reason is that it functions as your support group. Okay? Many people, as they enter the spiritual path, start to have some doubts, some difficulties, and their doubts or their problems start to blow up in their imagination, like anything. But if you go to the group meditation and you talk a little bit with the other participants, you realize, oh, I'm not the only one. Everybody is going through this. And you get some reassurance that you are doing the right thing and that these byproducts of your mind are perfectly normal. So that's another beautiful reason why to meditate. Another reason why we always encourage people to participate in group meditation has to do with some kind of spiritual mathematics, if you want. Baba explains it like this. If one person meditates alone, they generate 1 unit of spiritual energy. If, however, a group of people meditate together, the effect is exponential. It is not 1 plus 1 plus 1, it's 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5. So the whole group is uplifted by this spiritual energy. That is why usually you are able to attain much deeper level of samadhi when you are meditating in a group with the guidance of the recorded meditation, for instance, or with a person guiding there in front of you. And finally, to illustrate the power and the beauty of participating in a group meditation, I'd like to tell you a little story, if I'm allowed. Well, there was a man who was in the habit of participating in a little group meeting with his friends once a week, and they had kept up this habit for many years. However, after a while, this man stopped participating in the group without any warning, without telling his friends why he dropped out. So 1 week is passing, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. After a month, one of the friends of the group decided to go pay him a visit to see if he's alright, if he needs anything. So he sets off one evening to visit this man who's not coming anymore. It was a cold winter evening, and as he arrives in front of his house, through the window he sees his friend sitting in front of a beautiful fire in his living room. So he knocks on the window, his friend sees him, and he gladly goes, open the door and welcomes his friend, knowing fully why the friend has come and is expecting the question. So they both sit in the living room, they are sipping their cup of tea, watching the fire, and not saying anything. The host is waiting for his friend to say something, and the friend is just watching the fire calmly. 10 minutes are passing like this, and they settle into a very comfortable, beautiful silence. 15 minutes, half an hour. Then the visitor goes up to the fire, he takes the poker, and he takes one piece of charcoal that was burning in the fire, and he puts it a little bit to the side of the chimney. And he goes back and he sits down. The host is also watching, and without saying a word, fascinated by this act. And as they're both watching that little piece of incandescent charcoal, they see it gradually losing its brilliance, losing its flame, and gradually becoming a piece of black, silent, lifeless charcoal. And they continue watching like this for a while. Then the visitor gets ready to leave, but before leaving, he still hasn't said a single word. He takes the piece of black charcoal and he puts it back into the fire. And almost immediately, the charcoal catches fire again and is giving brilliant, beautiful illumination. And the host is smiling, and he turns to his friend and he says, "Thank you very much for your visit, but especially thank you for the sermon. I got it." And they embraced, and the visitor left, and the friend then went back and again attended the group. He realized through this very simple example that the beauty of life comes by association of love. If you separate yourself from this source of love, you start losing your own brilliance. But it's never lost forever, and all it takes is going back to that love, back to that source, to that group, to that energy, and very quickly you'll catch fire. So that is what I want to share with you. Now actually we are going to go into our meditation, so it's a very appropriate time for me to close. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Jai Gurudev.